Hey everyone, Bricknut here. So, long time no see. 12 months, in fact. It was this time last year, January last year, that I last uploaded to the channel. Had not intended, to leave it this long. But things happened. Couldn't get the materials I needed for the project and whatnot. So, yeah, but here we are. Another update, and I actually promise you this time there will be much more frequent uploads to the channel from this point. I don't know when the next one will actually be after this one, because it just depends what progress I can make from here. But I have made progress, so we'll have a look at that in a minute, and I'll explain why it's taken this long to get to this point, because I've been quite busy today. Also, introduce both of my cats, because I can't remember if I did that or not. Because for those that may remember, I had a ginger and white boy, but lost him 3 years ago now. So, but I've got 2 more. Didn't actually plan on getting 2. It just it was a spur of the moment idea, actually. But I'll talk about those later in the video as well when I introduce the fluff butts. But before we do that, I always thought it would be nice just to have a little talk about myself, so you can get to know me, you can get to know Bricknut and so forth, because I don't think I've ever done that on this channel. Now, because it's been so long, I thought that would be nice just to do sort of a little introduction. So, I am Bricknut. You can call me Andy, I don't mind my actual name being out there, because, well, that's on my other YouTube channels anyway. So, I'm 41. I know, I don't dye it, that is still natural black. There is the odd speck of grey in there, but it's mostly here, on the chin. In all honesty, I thought I was going to go grey way before I hit this age, so I feel quite lucky. Especially when I look at the photos of some of my old school friends. They're all grey. Anyway, so I do have a number of interests. My biggest 2 interests is Lego, obviously, and collecting die-cast toy cars and models. I've also got a 00 gauge model railway in the bedroom. And 10 years ago, I was actually diagnosed as autistic. Well, back then it was still being, well, the Asperger's syndrome diagnosis was still being used, but it's not used anymore. It's all comes under the autistic spectrum disorder nowadays. So I just say I'm autistic. Yeah, and you could say that both of my interests, they just stemmed from my childhood, when I was a little kid. My 2 favourite toys were Lego and toy cars. I had lots of other various toys as well, but they were my favourite toys to go upstairs and just sit on my own in the bedroom. I loved sitting up there on my own in the bedroom. I'd sit up there for hours, actually. Smudge, what are you looking at up there? I can see cobwebs, I don't know if there's a spider lurking around and I can't see it. Anyway, so, yeah, I took a break from YouTube, or at least from this channel, because after I'd filmed for Filthy House SOS, and all the Lego City and everything got moved, and all my Lego storage and whatnot was all hickledy-pickledy in here, there and everywhere. I don't know, I just felt meh about it. That's the best way I could describe it, I just felt meh. And then on top of that, for the last at least 2 years, Lego hasn't released many sets that I've really been interested in. I mean, my favourite themes are Lego City and Speed Champions. I do love to buy the Speed Champion sets. I've still got some holes to fill in the collection, like from years gone past, and you try and fill the gaps. But yeah, I do like to keep up to date with that thing, but other than that I just really haven't bought much. And I think I felt a bit disheartened because, you know, without the Lego City, that was like, to me, the key element for the channel. You know, that's where most of my content came from, and I made the silly decision to get rid of it. And then I didn't want to put anything back because I didn't want to ruin what Filthy House SOS did, and I then got to a point a year ago where I just felt like I needed that Lego City back. I needed that creative outlet, if anything, for my own mental health, because I think that's going to help a great deal with that. So here we are, a year later after that video. So it took a lot longer to get the materials together. One, because, well, every time I wanted to buy materials, because I was going to buy brand new materials for it, other things came up. Mainly my moped. My only mode of transport. I had to keep throwing money at that until I got so fed up with it eventually that I actually sold it and got something else. Now that one doesn't work. I can't win. Although this one wasn't anything I've done, it's just one of them things. Actually, I've had 3 mopeds. 2 of them broke down, not of my fault, and one of them did. So, yeah, I've not been lucky. Anywho, but last summer I actually obtained enough boards to do all the tops I need in here, possibly some shelving if I decide to put shelving under it, and board up these old broken windows behind you guys, behind the camera, which I'm going to do, and then put some display, some sort of display up there I'm going to make, and display a lot of my die cast on there. Right. Shall we introduce the 2 fluff butts? So we've got 2 new Catzillas for the Lego City. First up, we've got Snowy. Say hello to YouTube. No? She's the more independent one out of the 2. And I've had her about a year and a half, nearly. And then her brother, who's just there up on the computer desk, that's his favourite spot to lay. Whether if I'm playing games or doing anything on the computer, it doesn't matter, he will lay there and get in the way. Because he knows I won't move him. And her favourite time to come up for cuddles is when I want to go to bed. So Smudge is up on the desk, Snowy is down here, and they are brother and sister. I was told both the same parents, so they come from different litters, but both the same parents as far as I know. Smudge is a bit of a cowardly cat. He doesn't like people. When they come in the flat, he runs off and hides and growls. Don't know why. Snowy's not so bad. She's a little bit cautious. But, you know, if you're calm and gentle with her and whatnot, she'll probably come to you for a little cuddle. Anywho, I've had Smudge about 2 years, about a year apart. So I started building the benchwork. As you can see. So I've started this end. So this, I'm hoping will end up as 1 foot, if you like, and support for this end of it. I haven't really got anywhere else to put these drawers in the flat, so I thought I might as well incorporate them into this build. This is about an inch, inch and a half too tall, so I'm going to have to lower that somehow to the same height as this one. But they are roughly 30 inches from the wall, from this edge to the wall, which is the width of 3 of the big base plates. 3 of these. That's how wide I decided I wanted it, so these are about 10 inches square, 32 by 32 stud, 30 inches. So the plan, I'm just going to have to pass by the camera. See, I've got this side pretty much built apart from the top. This wood was free. All of this, I got it from a friend of mine. Along with all the boards in the workshop, they were free. They were actually 2 very large dismantled wardrobes and a few other bits. Anyway, get down this side. I'm going to go across the window and then down this wall as well. Now I've emptied everything that was off on this. There's a lot of die casts, some books, a stereo system and whatnot, and I've actually pulled this away from the wall, and that will then get set 30 inches from the wall, from this edge. So this one should, in theory, line up. Yeah, let's get the bin out of the way, shall we? So having a bit of a clean up earlier. Obviously, the big Mustang there is going to be moved. I'm going to have to clean that on because that is annoying the heck out of me because it keeps falling off. There we go. I'm going to stick a bit of super glue on that. I might do that before I have my dinner. So what I'm going to do, and this is tomorrow's plan, is to get the batten on that wall same height as this. I've used this as the guide height basically, so that side should be the same height as this. Should. I'm not fussed if there's like a millimetre or 2 difference between it. It's not going to make much difference at all. So I'll put a batten along the wall, and then I'm just going to screw the top straight to this and the batten. So it's going to just make up a majority of the support for the bench down there actually. And I'm going to somehow bridge across this cap, and I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it yet. Because it's going to sort of cover up the shelves, isn't it? Excuse me, the drawers over that side. It doesn't matter about this bit, it's a shelf. I can empty the drawer the other side, I can find a home for everything that's in there, it's not an issue. But I might have to... well, that's going to be... the last bit is going to go across here, so I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I want to get the main bit done. Because originally I was going to leave it open like this so I could just walk up and down. Or I was going to make a drop-in bit. And I decided I'm not supposed to make a permanent bit and just crawl underneath it. I just thought it'd be easy to get both the sides done, then I can just join the end bit up with a couple of lengths of timber. I just thought that was the easiest way to do it. That's a lot of work. Well, this bit not so bad, I suppose, not so bad. It's actually a bit further than 30 inches from the wall because I need a bit more space behind there. There's dust, cobwebs, possibly spiders. I have to have a good clean up down there. I've actually got a cable here that I want to reroute. Just to keep, well actually I could just leave it where it is, in fairness, that could be rerouted another day. Yeah, then a lot of the stuff that I own in general that I don't use very often can go down here. Be out of the way. Well, that's the idea anyway. I've got something over there that I'm going to finish putting back together, and sell that, I think. But, yeah, looking forward to it. I know that this bench work on this side is actually level. You look up there, I've got a bunch of Lego sets on there and they're not rolling everywhere, so I know it's level because I have actually bought, I'll zoom you in, wrong way. Well, they're behind that cabinet, I think. No, they're not. I have actually bought some Lego City sets for this year because I actually like a lot of what they've released. So I will be buying more. I got the car transporter from last year. That was like one of the few that I liked. I waited until it was reduced. It was on sale at Argos. That's when I grabbed it. Because otherwise it's 90 quid for the set, but well worth the 90 quid in my opinion. In case you're wondering, I've got more lengths of timber downstairs. So I'm going to finish getting the framework all done. Then I'll worry about this chest of drawers. I need to clean all of this down. But I don't know if I'm going to put Lego or put the die-cast back on this display yet. On this cabinet. Oh, I'd actually love to relocate my stereo as well. Just so I can have some more shelf space on that unit. In case you hadn't realised, I like to upcycle because I don't know if it's that no one's noticed or if they noticed and just didn't want to say anything, but these are actually kitchen cabinets. They're old kitchen wall cabinets that I rescued from being dumped. And when Filthy House SOS were here filming, they lined all these up and put them up on that wall. And I actually liked it, so that's where it stayed. And I put some screws in here just to hold them all together. I'm going to redo those screws and add a couple more. Get all that batten set up and whatnot. In fact, I'm going to kind of cheat so I can get the height just right. What I will do is just get a bit of timber like this and do that. But then I could put a mark or something on the wall. I can go along, put marks on the wall. And then the batten, the top of the batten, will line up with the mark. Easiest way. In my opinion anyway. And then I can just make some noise with the drill to please the neighbours and get that on. In fact, I can see where my old batten used to be. Right there. I can actually see the mark on the wall. Oh, and at some point, I think I'd be able to stand on the boards when it's all done. I want to sort these shelves out. In fact, it would make sense if I did that first, so I can actually access it. I'm going to take the whole middle row down, the top one at this end, at least, and the whole bottom row down. Because they're a bit warped, but I can live with that. These are the two longest, so I'm going to move this one up there. And then I've got two more cabinets behind you that I'm actually going to dispose of. But the sides would make ideal shelves, so I was going to put those in place of these. Put two underneath and another two there. I've got another shelf unit over here. Not sure what I'm going to do with that one yet. Where is it? It's disappeared. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that one yet. That used to have all my old audio cassettes on and some more die-cast, but I don't know what I'm going to do with the cassettes yet. Oh, the cat tree is going to be moved up here. And I've got another cabinet here that's going to be... There's a lot of moving around, basically. Not a lot of moving around. In fact, that cabinet could go up here. Now that I think about it. Actually, one of these cab drawers over there, I'd actually have somewhere to put my stereo. This is the other reason it's taken me so long to get to this point, because I keep running ideas through my head. And I think I've settled on a plan. If I want to do something like this, I'm talking to someone or I'm talking to you guys through the camera, more ideas and better ideas hit me. So I don't want to take either of these out of there though. I might move this one, the blue one, and put that over there. So I'm going to have to find somewhere to put all them Speed Champions models now. Might just have to put a board on the top here temporarily so I could sit them on that. Because really I only need one chest of drawers over here. Yeah. The drawers in that cabinet will go in that gap over there. And I might stick out into the doorway a little bit, but I'm not worried about that. Okay. I might actually make it easier to put the link across here as well, now that I think about it. Good thinking. Glad I thought of it. Anyway, that is it for this video. So, if you want to see more, and you've liked what you've seen so far, you want to see this all progress and the legacy start being constructed, and you know what to do. Two things. One, like button. And two, subscribe. If you don't like the video, then hit the dislike button. Anywho, thanks a lot for watching everyone. I'll see you in the next video. It should be, I'm hoping, within the next week at least. So, fingers crossed. Anyway, see ya.